afternoon. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I hope you can hear me okay. And apologies right off the bat for any noise that's going on outside. I have absolutely no control of that. um, and we just make do today. So, welcome to the channel. My name's Fola, and here we talk all things magical practices, altered states. Today we're meeting on this lovely moon day, so let's tune into the moon's energy, that intuitive guidance, and like really diving into the subconscious, which I find it interesting today, being the 18th of September, and we are actually on the key or the card of the moon, which is related to like the back of the head, the Hebrew letter Kof, which is all about the subconscious, where we can like really start to dive into what our beliefs are, what our ideas are. And today we're going to tune into the energy, using our intuitive guidance. We'll pull some cards first for the collective energy for the week and see what kind of wants to show up, maybe where our attention needs to go, what practices could maybe benefit us over the next 7 days. And then after we're done that, we'll do some grounding too as well before. And then if you would like a personal card pulled for yourself, personal reading, you can let me know in the comments and we'll get to those as well. So yeah, how's your week been so far? The sounds is gonna annoy me so much, I feel like, but maybe there's a reason for that, Even during my meditation this morning, I was doing a meditation connecting to Mother Mary, and I could just instantly feel like this intensity, and then I could hear off in the distance a siren happening, just like going, and it like like a siren goes and you can hear it but you can't hear it and so forth, but it just seemed like the siren was going for a good like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, is it just sitting there? What's going on? um so I'm like, okay, just being curious about how our reality or our environment mirrors certain energies in our life, or wants to bring up certain pieces for exploration. And this can show up in so many different ways, right? For me, what I know this means is that it's time to consider moving and engage in a new space, because this happens when it's that time. And that's just a sign for me. So, we got some cards here. I feel like just pulling one card first so that we can connect to some energy. We have the Knight of Wands here. So we are going to connect to wands, to fire, with a bit of fire breath. So just inviting you wherever you are, if it's safe for you to do so, you can close your eyes. And just allowing yourself to become aware of your body in the space that you're in. And we're going to begin by doing a breathing together, where we're going to inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, and then exhale for the count of 4. And we'll repeat this process for a little bit of time. And so beginning with your lungs empty, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, and continuing at your own pace, whether you extend or shorten all 3 parts of that breath. It's allowing that element of fire, the wands, to begin to really charge up inside of you. The fire of transmutation, the energy that comes from doing work, from engaging in a creative act. That will, the wand, directing energy. So allowing yourself to focus on this breathing, focusing on the fire within. We will again sink together. So coming again to empty lung and inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, hold, exhale. And as you let that breath go, it's allowing your lungs, your belly, and chest to rise and fall at a normal pace for you. You begin to imagine a ball of fire in your belly. And it's been charged up now with the breath. That seed of will, power, confidence, your internal sun. Just inviting you to tap into the warmth of this space, visualizing it, feeling it, sensing in whichever way is best for you. We're going to ask Spirit, ask the angels, your guides, to support with brightening this energy, really strengthening it in the next days to come. That even though we are entering now into the winter sphere, with the fall equinox coming at the end of this week, that we can tap into the sunlight within. And so recognizing that light, that power that you hold, that's supported by Spirit. Thanking your guides, your holy guardian angel, those beings that are supporting you. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, returning back to the space. And we'll pull some cards and just tap into the energy for the collective over this week. So we have the Magician, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the sense of the thought patterns being a bit intense. But like this congratulating energy that you are supported with your thoughts, supported with changing the thoughts. I mentioned the programming of the subconscious before, the like back of the head energy, the things that are maybe showing up in your life that you might feel or think are holding you back. This is now the time that we're able to create the shifts of that, and that transmutation ultimately can come through the magic, through the conscious direction of will. So we have the Magician. Let's pick up these cards here. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. And then we also have the Queen of Wands. So there is something really powerful happening here for us as we tap into the shifting of our thoughts internal through that transmutational energy of magic. Both of these beings or archetypes here are holding some directive, pointed force in their one hand, directed to the sky, directed as above. And I like here with the Knight of Swords, even though they're kind of like up, they're still now going down into the earth, going to be grounding down. So sometimes the thoughts might feel like they're ungrounded. This is part of the process of learning how to overcome anything that's holding you or bound, like that you're feeling bondage of the sword energy or the thoughts that you're having, and seeing just the barren kind of wasteland that this person is standing in. This can be quite a mess. We can feel like we're wandering around not knowing, blinded, walking through this barren wasteland. The danger of like cutting ourselves almost by with all these thoughts. This is all happening, but magic, tapping into the elements, just as simple as we did with the breath now, whatever ways, if it's going into nature, if it's meditating on a candle, if it's, calling these energies into your energetic body, your physical body, just like the magician has all those elements on the table, on that altar there. This is something that we can do to support ourselves in that balance of the mind and basically become like, um, I want to say in charge of, like to become yeah, oh, there's a word I feel like I want to use there. What is that word? Let's see if that comes. So the Queen of Wands is sitting on a throne with a lot of like lion energy, fire, Leo. and ooh, and there on her, at her feet is a black cat. I'm just going to show that up here again. Again, magic. What is the black cat? What does it represent? What mystery? And also protection. Some people would be like, oh, scared of a black cat. Have the superstition of what that could hold in their life. So maybe there's like something showing up for you this week where you kind of are feeling a little bit um, um, scared or fearful about maybe something that was told to you, even in like a reading. If you're someone that goes to a lot of card readers or whatever the case might be, I'm going to invite you to know that you have more power over that than what anyone has spoken. Okay. Including me. I tell people want to know specific details about their life experience or things that they need to be aware of, or timelines and so forth. And I kind of struggle with encouraging that type of reading because I believe that every possibility, every timeline exists, and it's up to you as to what you want to create. So know that like the queen's sitting above that with the lion, with these four lions, two at the top of the head and at the side. The black cat's like in submission to her. So don't let any of those superstitious views or beliefs that are showing up kind of be in charge. Okay, that you are in power. Okay. So we have a few cards for this week. We have clarity with the third eye, or sorry, with the throat chakra. I was thinking the light. What is wanting to show up for you around the throat space within clarity that you seek, maybe around what thoughts are impacting your life. We have the Sept card, which is the sacral chakra. We also have abundance, which is the sacral chakra. And I want to just say, I feel like, yeah, sex can be a powerful healing tool around shifting or transmuting energy in our life. So, seeing that it's followed here with the Mother Earth card, both of these kind of having these spiral circular energies present. All of these are, well, these three at least have all of something about the circle. So this path of like continued connection that is taking part, just like the cycle of the equinox. Every year we go through the same cycle, right? And what can we expect from this? What wants to show up for you this week? What abundant opportunities want to be birthed for you? Can you use the energy of even sex magic potentially to create that potential, to clear and transmute the mind, the thoughts, the subconscious beliefs? And you can do this by setting intention before having any type of, I say sex, but like some type of intimacy or sexual engagement, even with yourself. Okay. That's something that can also be very, very powerful. And let's pull a ruin first. And yeah, it's like, what do you want? What do you want to see kind of manifest for yourself? That's what the magician does. The magician brings it into being through the thoughts that shift, through the action, and then into the physical. So just encouraging everyone who's here now to just bring up to mind what's something that you would like to let go of, a thought pattern right now. Maybe something that's like kind of like taking the forefront of your mind, any type of negative thought or fear. You can just tap into that and then just let it go. Be like breathing it out into the universe. And then now, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to see be created? Something new, or something that maybe has been on your heart or your mind that you just feel like, yeah, like I know I want that. That's like a big desire of mine, no matter how big, no matter how small. And can you bring that to your mind now? Just really feel the energy that it brings up for you. Maybe you get certain sensations or an emotion. You're not thinking about how it's going to happen, just the feeling of like, oh yeah, like it's juicy, that libido of like, manifested. Let's pull a rune for the collective energy. Okay. Isa. Okay. So this concept of feeling like that stuckness, again, whatever's been showing up here, we're gonna just ask this rune, Isa, Ice, to help us with releasing anything where we feel stuck or stagnant again, in that barrenness. Hey, Andrew, nice to have you here again. Yeah. So just allowing the rune, the vibration to just move through you. Isa. 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 And interesting, as I think of ice can be cold and it can also feel hot, right? It almost feels like it burns you. Like ice can have this transmutational energy. How can us being slowed down and still at times bring about movement forward? So meditation, okay? Action doesn't just mean to do anything and everything just because. It's about taking a directive and moving forward very deliberately, okay? So whatever that wants to be to show up for you, we're going to pull one of these ask and it is given cards for the collective. Success is about the joy I feel. And it says on the back, when you are genuinely thrilled by someone else's success, that means you are right on the track of your own. Success is not about getting it done. The measure of success in life is not the attainment of the money or the stuff. The measure of success is absolutely the amount of joy you feel. So when we did that little visualization where we were connecting to what it is we wish to desire, bring into manifestation, it is not so much that object, but the feeling, right? The feeling, the emotion, as I said, that is there, like what it instills, that libido and excitement. So tapping into that more often through meditation, through other practices can be so beneficial. But I like that. When you are genuinely thrilled by someone else's success, that means you are on the right track of your own. So who is going to show up in your reality today that maybe is doing something that you desire to do or living a life that you desire to live? Can you just be in a place of celebration for that person, whether you verbalize it to them or you just find yourself being like, yeah, okay, cool. Because remember that like people are not separate than us. If someone that wins, we also are winning because we are the divine expression of both. Like, that's a mirror. So it's like, okay, cool. Instead of jealousy or envy, it's like, hey, look at that. That person's on stage. That person's doing this thing. Like, super cool. I'm witnessing. That means that too can be for me. That person's growing with their business. That person is like, getting a great grade on their test, like whatever it might be. It's about like witnessing that people are winning at life and what that feels like. What does that winning feel like internal? Because all those things will like eventually, if you've ever accomplished something, I think of how many things I've done in my life where it's like a lot of it I probably don't even remember, right? There might be certain things across life that I recognize as certain accomplishments and I think back to it like, oh yeah, wow. But once it's past, it's past. All that matters is like the now. So, like recognizing how can we accomplish or celebrate each other's accomplishments. So, if you'd like to share in the comment section, the chat, what is something that you are accomplishing or have accomplished, something that you're celebrating right now, and let us hold that up for you. I feel like we don't do this more as enough anyway. You can let me know in the comments. And also, if you'd like a card pulled, If you'd like a little bit of intuitive guidance or some cards and stuff, you can let me know now. We'll open that up um, to the community. But yeah, let's celebrate each other. We don't celebrate, yeah, we just don't. Like, sometimes I go through periods where I am celebrating and recognizing, yeah, but sometimes it can just be in the hard place of those like negative thoughts, just like the card show with all the swords of like judgment or like, oh, it's not good enough or what, whatever the case might be. We're not perfect. We're gonna, I think, be working through a lot of this stuff throughout most of our life, but it does become easier. We like have awareness, and the fact that you're here today, I think, means that you have some awareness. You're willing to look and observe what does the world want to show me, through cards or however other messages come up. So, so yeah, I will wait and see if anyone wants a card, and if not, then that's okay. Just some little notes here I'm going to share. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe. We do these lives every Monday around the same time. Sometimes it changes itself up. And we also release like recorded videos. So I'm hoping tomorrow we're going to be releasing a Reiki energy healing to support you with the upcoming equinox that's happening at kind of on the 21st, 22nd. So I think a great time to support us as we continue through this hermit month of September, and now are entering into winter. Yay! Or I guess depending on where you are watching this video, I'm in the northern hemisphere. And yeah, so lots of different supportive like video content and energy healings, different conversations about magic. We're going to have another interview coming out soon. We got to interview the lovely Kelly Wolf, who also has a YouTube channel. I'll be linking it when I post that interview, get all the video editing done. Yay. But that was a really great time to receive a sound healing. So excited to bring that to you all. I know the QHHT one that we did the other month seemed to really be appreciated. Just how can we demystify these healing modalities that exist and yeah, really normalize what that looks like for folks if you are interested. And then, yeah, if you would like to head over to my website, deepmindsquared.com, we have some events happening online and in person here in Edmonton, Alberta, including tomorrow, which is Tuesday. We have our path working, which is going to be a ongoing sort of gathering, but we're first going to cover the 10 sephira of the Tree of Life, the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. So if you are looking for a bit more support and a way to explore, Hermetic Kabbalah and magic in a safe container with others, and also do your own self-study, then this might be the place for you. We're going to explore this tree of life, which I identify as like this map of consciousness of the macrocosm and the microcosm, so yourself and the universe, and how it can start to really open up the doors to opportunity and deeper understanding of who you are and why you do the things you do, and start to live a life where you can have more direction and really be in your will. So that's going to be starting tomorrow, virtually and in person. Super excited to be able to share that with you all. Ooh. Okay. Well, if there's no one that wants cards, I don't see any comments, so apologies. It says there's people watching, but sometimes the technology can be in its own place. So let us just pull a card here, and then I'm going to guide you all in another little process and send you some energy. So what card? I'm feeling called to the bottom. Oh, let's just tap right back into that fire energy, shall we? Oh my God. Okay, that's too funny. What's interesting too? In the back, there are those pyramids. Ooh. So let's connect to the pyramids, to the fire, the desert. If you've been to Cairo, to Egypt, or someplace, if you've been to the pyramids of Giza, great. If not, Oh, I see, Deborah, you'd like a card. Okay, we're going to do this guided process, and then I will pull you a card if that's okay. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's okay if you're not celebrating. So, just inviting you to return to that fire breath, allowing yourself to bring the inhale, holding on the inhale, and then exhaling out as you repeat that. The element of fire is that like upright triangle, just like the pyramid. And if you've been to the deserts in Egypt or in any desert really, you know how the heat can create this sense of barrenness. It can sometimes be unbearable. But today we're going to connect to the power of that place of the sun shining bright. So bringing your awareness now, envisioning in front of you three pyramids of Giza. And as you stand on the Nile, bank of the Nile River, you see the sand, you see the rolling hills of the Sahara Desert off in the distance, and you see those three great pyramids and the Sphinx, that lion-headed being. You're just noticing the heat of the sun on your skin, yet the cool breeze from the Nile River blowing there. And there's no other signs of life here, of human life, just you and these ancient, ancient buildings, these structures. They were a gateway to the stars, to the gods. And so above the largest pyramid, you begin to notice a beam of light shining from high in the sky down into the pyramid. You might notice it as a bright white light, almost diamond-like, which is awakening the crown of your physical body, your energetic body. And as it begins to light up your energy body of your crown chakra, your upper chakras, just receive that light. You're being blessed from the cosmic energy above. And as it continues to fill, the middle pyramid has now a green light shining down from the stars, down into the apex, its top. And this mirrors that of the energy of your heart. And so your heart space begins to fill with this green light, like an emerald green, charging you up with love and appreciation, with connection to the divine and to those around you. Just allowing this energy to fill the pyramid as you witness it, and also your heart space. And with that heart chalice now being filled, your crown being filled, we begin to move down even further to the root, through the small pyramid. And even though it's small, we can't misdirect its energy or misunderstand it as being meaningless. It still has purpose. And so with that, red energy begins to shoot from the sky down into the smaller pyramid, charging and filling it up, a red, ruby red. And inside your womb space, that bowl in the pelvis, energy begins to fill. Center of creation. And all three of these chalices in your body, all three of the pyramids are charging with the light, diamond, emerald green, and ruby red. Just allowing yourself to feel, notice, perceive in whichever ways show up for you. And as this continues to happen, the heat of the sun has been charging you, and you take a step just gently behind you so that both your feet are submerged just to the ankles or to the shins with the water of the Nile. You feel that cool water moving over your feet, round your legs. You're stable and supported here. This fire and water, cleansing and charging. Knowing that you can be connected above and grounded beneath. It's like the masculine and the feminine coming into one. And the water has a message for you as it moves across your body. Receive, receive. And with that, I invite you to place a hand on your heart and a hand on your womb, just below the belly button. And breathing into both of these. Awakening that Merkaba inside of you, the six-sided, six-pointed star. And on your next inhale, allowing the image, everything to just disappear. And you can allow yourself to return to the space with open eyes. Okay. Well then, hello, Dora King as well. Okay, we'll pull some cards. Thanks everyone. You can feel free to share your experience with the pyramids there. That was fun. And we'll pull some cards, Deborah, first. Maybe we just needed to get to that lovely pyramid. We're just gonna meditation. That's interesting. So, Deborah, we have the Chariot, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Sun, and the Ten of Cups, which was also turned around there. So that's cool. The hamster wheel of life, the opportunities. So this just seems very positive to me. Though it might feel like sometimes there's a sense of feeling lost or uncertain. I want you to know that like connection is like coming for you, okay? Yeah, I'm just really noticing the energy of like these circles of the sun and the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever inner child stuff is showing up right now for you, can you allow yourself to explore that? You might even want to go back to the pyramid space and connect to the Sphinx, because I'm seeing the Sphinx twice, three times, here and here. The Sphinx has some powerful energy. I think It's the Sept meditation on the channel where we go into the Sphinx. You could listen to that. There's a lot of healing with Sekhmet, the lion-headed goddess. She wants to support us, and so whatever around your inner child is wanting to be seen, you know what? Tomorrow will be a great day for this too, because 19, key 19. Tomorrow's the 19th of September. It's the sun. There can be a lot of transformation there for the inner child, reclaiming that sense of connection and family and love with the Ten of Cups. Okay. So allow yourself to connect to the sphere, to see the cycles of life as they have played out and see them as teaching opportunities. Okay. See them as opportunities to explore yourself, because each of the beings in this wheel of fortune all are holding books around it. You know, it's like they're reading and studying and exploring, gaining wisdom. You know, the process of death with Anubis to reclaim life through that knowledge is magnificent. And this card, in my appreciation, I offer no resistance. It says appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in this universe. So you mentioned not celebrating anything. That's okay. If there's nothing that is being claimed for you to celebrate right now, can you appreciate, have gratitude for the things around you in your life, the people around you, the experiences that you've had? Just show appreciation, show gratitude, and that could include writing and journaling about it, just like these beings all around are doing. Okay. That I think can be very transformative for you. So we're going to pull one of these. And we'll go on to Door King. Okay, this I feel. Boundaries. So, Dora, what boundaries are calling for you to set? You might need to shut a door. You might need to close a door or doors physically or energetically to others. So whatever that is, you know what it is. If you're not clear on it, ask Spirit through your voice, through the throat chakra. It is blue. And know that Spirit can move through you and speak through you to find the words to do this, okay? I think that's going to be really important for you. You might feel or get the sense that people are going to be angry with you. Yeah, they might be. Ask Spirit to help support you with releasing any of that, holding on to other people's angers or inabilities to comprehend the boundaries that you're setting, okay? But yeah, tomorrow especially, you're going to want to be tuning into that, I feel. So I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, sweet. Door King, hello. Okay. Oh, and I'm supposed to put my little placement here. Obviously, if you enjoy these readings, you know, like I said, subscribe, follow us here so that you're updated in the future. And if you found this helpful too, you know, or you want to support me in the work that I do, sharing and continuing to create content on here, you could always make a donation. There's a link in the description box below. I appreciate that greatly. So thank you. Hi, Dora King. That felt nice. Cool. I assume you're talking about the meditation we did with the pyramid. Yeah, I could feel that energy for sure. Oh, I enjoy the pyramids. Okay. Ooh, Dora King. We have the 10 of Wands. This burden, carrying something. But like, not in a negative way. It's like you're gaining momentum carrying it to go off to where you need to go. If you're moving... you have the 9 of Cups, which I think you had maybe in the past before. Don't quote me on that. Oh, like this. Let's put it. So it's like you're taking the things so that you can transition, and you're being supported. You're having forward movement with it, or you will have forward movement with it, and it's going to be like made to be easy. Okay, is what I want to say. Just looking here. Oh. Upside down. Not moving, but I assume, but would love to. Okay. So if you would love to, then how can you make it a possibility, I guess is the question. Because look at this person's like lifting these up and like almost falling forward, I'm seeing. Obviously, do what's best for you. Don't listen to the words I say necessarily, but it's like the wands almost are levitating up. Like you would think that they would be down, but they're like up. And he's moving in this direction towards the town, towards whatever that is, that house or that space. Okay. Ooh, if this will go for me. There we go. So what is that about? Then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. Hi, Tammy. And we have, oh, I keep picking these things up all over the place. We have the High Priestess. So intuitively, what is going on for you inside, Dora King? What is directing you? And I think this exercise we did today of the three chalices, kind of aligning the third eye, the crown, the heart, and the womb, as you can see here, boop, boop, boop. There's going to be some major insights for you. Allow the energy of that flow of water and the moon to guide you. What feels like you want to go and do it. That feeling can add to a lot of the sense of confidence for you. So yeah, just inviting you to find that balance there. Meditate, for sure. Meditation can help me, I think, with lifting those wands, making it easier than it maybe seems like it would be to create any transitions or movement forward that you would like. Let's do this run. Ooh. Degas. Okay, so a dawning, like a new day, like there is something new happening here. What do I want to ask? Let's see if there's a time thing here. What comes after the moon settles? Well, the moon goes down, then it's daybreak again, right? Well, depending on the time, I guess. But I think it's cool when you can see the moon still when the sun's still up. Is there a time? Okay. So we have the Four of Wands. I find this one interesting. It's like a mix of like a race, in my opinion, or some conclusion energy. And marriage is how I would identify it. So if there is a celebration, or maybe you're being invited to a wedding, or like something like that, in the next 4 months or whatever that looks like, inviting you to explore that, like make that a priority. Whatever festive gathering that might be, and then from there intuitively listen to what you're feeling called to do, whether it's go and explore a certain area of the place you're visiting, or stay with someone in particular, or whatever the case might be. Definitely encouraging you to do that, because this day, guys, this energy of like the dawning of the daybreak, that sun arising, it's like the cycle is concluding and all that stuff. And I just see these yellows in each of the cards, but especially these two. The yellow of that sunlight that can shine through and create, like, these both are just very like cool, happy cards, to me at least. Like someone else might consider that not, but I see it as like confidence and like, yeah, like, so what can show there? And interestingly enough, within the four months, like we're going to be in December, which is technically the darkest time. So like even in the darkness, what light can come through for you? So let's pull one of these for you. Deborah King. If I said Deborah again, oh my gosh, I'm going to be just kind of tired. And look, we got yellow. My greatest gift to give is my happiness. Look at that. She's holding the sun. It says, the greatest gift that you could ever give is your own happiness. When you are in a state of joy or appreciation, you are connected to the stream of source energy that is truly who you are. And anything or anyone that you are holding as your object of attention benefits from your attention. I like that. Who are you holding up in your prayers? Like, where are you sending that love and that joy and happiness to? And it can be to yourself too. It can be to the house where you want to move, the city, the place. It can be whatever. It's going to then really sync up with you, okay? Um, but practicing this and knowing that you, like that light that was inside that we connected to, can also go and share out to others. The greatest gift that you could ever give is your own happiness. So, what makes you happy, Joy King? What is it that is it gathering with people? Is it being inside your own intuitive knowing as the high priestess? Is it knowing that anything you're working towards is being supported by spirit? Is it the confidence you hold from all that you've worked through emotionally and been able to accomplish? Emotionally is what I'm saying because of the cups, like, but energetically, spiritually as well. What is that you have had in your lifetime, and have gratitude for that? Yeah. Ooh, okay. So, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I think that's really all we need to talk about today, hey? Hi, M. Baines. Yeah, Satnam. Yeah, thanks for being here. I don't know if you caught the connection to the pyramids we did earlier. You could always watch the replay. It's part like maybe at the 22-minute mark or something. So yeah. But yeah, if there's no other requests for cards, I didn't see anything. Maybe I'll scroll real quick and make sure, because sometimes looking at two different spaces can be a bit of a challenge. And yeah, but just again, so appreciative of everyone tuning in, taking part, even if you're just here to watch and observe or receive the energy of like this collective gathering and take part in the practices that we share. It's great to have you. Um, yeah, looking forward to this equinox coming up, and I am going through some significant next steps in my like spiritual, like magical practice, through the teaching and sharing and receiving also some new knowledge. Maybe I should say more like knowledge from the past being reawoken inside me or whatever. But I can feel it, So just the encouragement for you all, if you find like the isolation is getting too much, or you're just really like feeling the like drudge and like, ugh, do what you need to support yourself, get a massage, clear your energy, have a bath, nourish your body with what you feel you need and want. And yeah, know that this is all coming to a head so that we can really be in that like dawning energy. So, yeah. Anyways, okay, folks, until next time, be well, do what thou wilt.